Hey there, coaches. Good morning. Sanae, Floyd here, business breakthrough coach and sales mentor. How are you doing? So I wanted to come in here and talk about harnessing a psychological construct or concept called the power of three to help you to package up your passions, your genius into an irresistible coaching offer. So this was inspired by a conversation I was having with another coach yesterday who'd got clarity in her ideal client and her messaging, and she was just saying, well, now what? How do I package this up? How do I sell this? So I want to talk to you about how to do that, how to have a coaching offer that literally sells itself, that is an irresistible no-brainer for your ideal clients, one that is really fun and easy for you to deliver, and also one that you can price up so that you only really need 2 or 3 clients per month to hit your monthly income goal. So this is really important, especially if you're starting out, or you just, you don't have that audience, the numbers to be able to create something, at low cost that will give you that 5-figure income. If you're selling your coaching by the hour, it's going to be a long haul and a tough ride to get to your 5-figure monthly income goals. And too many coaches get this wrong. They're selling their services by the hour, or they're selling them by a batch of sessions, work with me for 6 sessions at X price. And this is never going to work for the one key reason that your people don't care about coaching. And that's a fact. People never want to pay for coaching. They're not buying coaching. What we all want to purchase is the transformation. That's what the transformation that your coaching delivers. That's what we're looking to buy, the solution to our problem. And, we will pay top dollar for specialist knowledge and expertise. So I want you to really bear that in mind. But there is a fine line between creating incredible value and overloading your prospect and actually turning them off. So don't imagine that more is better. There's a lot of coaches who feel like they need to justify, increasing their rates by adding more stuff to the coaching offering. And again, this is not true. Your client wants to get from their A to their B without feeling overloaded, without feeling overwhelmed, and with as much ease as possible. So how can you begin to package up your passions, package up your genius to craft an irresistible offer, but also one that communicates the transformation and all the benefits of working with you without actually overloading your prospect? Well, the answer is in this psychological concept called the power of 3. So this is an incredible concept. I'll tell you, I learned about it when I first started my business. I actually saw, I think it was on Groupon. It was an offer for a 1-day TV presenting workshop. And I bought this 1-day workshop because I thought, it might be useful for me if I'm going to be doing a lot of presenting, a lot of talking. I might get some tips out of this. And the biggest tip I got from this that I applied into my coaching business to profound effect was this concept of the power of 3. So what the power of 3 is, if you haven't heard of it, is it's a notion that, or a concept that states that the brain best processes information when it's delivered in 3s. So less than 3 and we feel sort of shortchanged, we're kind of waiting for the next thing, or more than 3 and the brain actually stops processing. When there's more than 3 in any kind of sequence, the brain reads one or processes 1, 2, 3, many. And the reason our brains do that, the reason our brains shut down after 3 is to conserve energy and prevent ourselves going into a stress response with overwhelm. So think about growing up. We grew up with Goldilocks and the 3 bears, the 3 wise men, 3 blind mice, what else? Billy Goat's Gruff, the 3 goats. So we were kind of taught in 3s because back then people knew this is how the brain best processes information. So the relevance to you for your marketing and marketing your offer and crafting your offer is huge. So if you can communicate the benefit of your offer into 3 headline outcomes that speaks to your audience, your offer will be a no-brainer for them to invest in. So let me break this down into three simple questions that you can work through to help you do this. So the first question, and this is, I'll talk through kind of how I did it when I kind of really applied this in the early days. The first question is, what outcomes do you deliver for your ideal client? So when I started my coaching business, I had this big list of really powerful outcomes that I knew I could help my clients get, I could deliver for my clients. Things like clarity in their niche, their ideal client and their message. I could help them craft their coaching packages. I knew about mindset and overcoming visibility fears and self-doubt and self-sabotage, all stuff I'd done for myself. I knew how to craft a marketing strategy. I knew how to increase leads through organic social media. I knew how to show up, teach how to show up with authenticity and sell in integrity. So sales, obviously, that was, if you don't know me, it's not obvious, but my background is selling. So I've been coaching, mentoring and training in sales for 25 years. So all of that I could bring to this coaching relationship and this coaching package. So this list went on. I listed all of these outcomes, all these things that my client will get as a result of working with me. So when I listed them all out, I suddenly felt stuck on how can I effectively communicate all of this without overwhelming my client, my ideal client. And this is when I remembered learning about the power of 3 at this TV presenting workshop. So what I realized that I could do was then I could categorize all of these outcomes into 3 concise outcomes that really resonated with what my audience wanted, so that I would be able to articulate my value without compromising on any of the aspects of the outcomes I can deliver. So that's the first step, really, is to list out all of the outcomes that your clients will get as a result of working with you. The second step then is to answer this question: what is important to your ideal client? Like right now, what is important to your ideal client? So for me, once I'd listed out my outcomes, I really focused on my ideal client, and I really focused on what is it she wants. I pictured her like complaining to her loved ones about what she feels she's lacking and how painful it is. And as a result of kind of really embodying and focusing on my ideal client, I realized what she needs right now is clarity. Clarity will open the doors for her to, and will help her get really unstuck, because without clarity, there's no direction. Without clarity, she doesn't know who she's talking to in her content, and messaging will be all over the place, and it'll be impossible for her to create an offer when she doesn't know who it's for. So this first piece became my outcome number 1, clarity. If she has that clarity, she won't be all over the place. She'll feel really unstuck. She'll be able to put herself out there in a really strong way, and she'll eliminate a lot of that doubt and anxiety. Because I knew that this doubtful side of her, this anxious part of her, it's not her. She's normally so confident. So when I thought about that, I realized, outcome number 2, she wants her confidence back. She wants to feel super confident so she can show up on video. She can put herself out there fearlessly, unapologetically owning her worth and magnetizing her dream clients to her. So that became really important for outcome number 2. So I knew a big outcome was clarity. That's step 1. The big outcome is confidence. That's step 2. And then the third outcome, as I was thinking about, what would that clarity and confidence mean for her? Well, of course, it's the ultimate outcome. She wants clients. Without clients, there's no business, right? So she wants to confidently be able to close sales with a structure that feels easy, that feels authentic. So I had these 3 big headline outcomes: clarity, confidence, and clients. And again, if you know anything about me, you'll know I'm a bit addicted to alliteration. So I have to have words that start with the same letter. Okay, so that's the second part of the process. So again, just to repeat, the first one is answering the question, what outcomes do you deliver? The second thing is what is really important to my ideal client right now? What is important to your ideal client You know, what does she want effectively, or what does he want? And then the third question is, what's your big promise? So this is about the ultimate result that your ideal clients want. And whatever that answer is, that is actually your third outcome. So for me, ultimately, the big result is my ideal clients, they want clients, they need clients. They want the clients to be able to grow their business, to earn the money, to feel like fulfilled in service, and all of that good stuff. So when you think about your three outcomes, you also want them to make chronological sense. So there is a sequence to those three outcomes when you're delivering them in your sales pitch or in your content marketing. So again, when you consider what I came up with, the clarity builds the confidence then enables the action to then get the client. So there is a chronological sequence to my three big outcomes. So this is essentially how to use the power of three to package up your passions, package up your genius, and craft that offer. Because once you've followed this process, you've effectively created the basis of your irresistible offer. You know you can deliver it because you've listed all of the things that you know about that you can deliver. It's kind of like your toolbox, and you've categorized them into three outcomes that speak directly to what your ideal clients want. So that creates the basis of your signature offer. And then what I love about this process, just one more piece I'm going to throw in here, is once you have those three headline outcomes, and underneath you've categorized everything you bring to the table that helps your ideal client get those outcomes, you can then not only have that as your signature offer, but you can also create smaller offers that fit in underneath that. So what I mean by that is you meet your ideal client at different stages of their journey. So again, for me, if I've got somebody who absolutely is rock solid in their messaging, they know their niche, they know their ideal client, they're absolutely grand with their marketing, their messaging, all of that is crystal clear. And maybe they've crafted the offer, but the one thing they struggle with is the third outcome of clients, i.e. they struggle with selling, and they've got all these limiting beliefs about what it means to sell, and they don't like talking about money and all of that. Then I can create an offer, and I have done that focuses on just that final piece, the sales piece. So it becomes laser focused to exactly what it is they need. And that then meets them the point they're at in their journey. So guys, I hope you found this helpful. If you, I'd love to invite you to put your three outcomes in the bottom of underneath in the comments. It'd be amazing to hear from you. And so if you've enjoyed this, please comment below, let me know, and I will speak to you all again soon. Thank you so much for watching, and have an amazing rest of